Now, normally when I wear Piper, I have 2 pairs of socks on, but I don't. But I usually, or instead of 2 pairs of socks, I'll get like the dry fit socks and then a pair of Vans no-shows. Preferably the male kind, because I noticed that male socks tend to have more padding in the toe and the heel. So when I put her on, I usually start with her body. Piper's body is very heavy. I'm gonna use her big tail today, for example, but I'll normally start with threading her tail through. Tail is on, and then I'll thread it. What is on? How do you have a leaf? I didn't go outside. I'll thread it back through the hole in her tush, pull it through, and then what's on the inside, lace it through here, and then here's a strap on the front. Now it's time to put her on. So I'll grab the 2 foam straps. I'll tuck one pant leg over my heel to make sure it doesn't fall down, or the pant leg right up. Now normally I have to have somebody help me with this, or I can do it myself, but it's easier to have somebody help you. Then I'll have to set her tail up on a elevated surface. That way I can make sure. I've noticed that if you leave the belt strap loose, it will tend to sag when you walk, and you'll be able to see the black belt straps. And you just won't get as much movability, it just doesn't feel as snug. You can feel it drawing down. So here it is. It's very difficult to bend over once you have it done because it's so tight. I'm also gonna add her okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this by myself. So after the last couple outings, I'll take a spare pair of socks and I'll put them against my hip bones to get a little bit of padding. Doesn't hurt as bad. Sounds like very encouraged torture, which it kind of is, but I don't know, self-torture, I guess. Then I put on her feet. So again, my friend Kuromi Cutie, she mentioned that she had some ankle troubles with her feet. Now she has to unzip her feet every time to get them on because her ankles are so tight. But if you look at mine, it's kind of like a triangle shape instead of a straight tube. It's very loose. So now I can just, I don't have to have a table, but that's definitely not the right foot. Ow. Ooh. It doesn't say right or left. I have to check the dip where your big toe goes to make sure it's the right foot. No, I had it right before. Then I have to shuffle my foot around and then scoot back. I'll take this big leg strap and pull it over her ankle. And it looks really loose now, but once you get it on and it's over the foot, it gives it a more thicky leg shape, which helps to balance out the thick of her booty and her thighs. All right, the hard part is done. I know I'm already out of breath. Oh, I haven't had it all on. The hard part is complete. I'm standing by a huge open window and I don't have any curtains on currently and praying. Then I shuffle her and zip her up. And then normally what I do for my hair, because it is kind of long, I'll take a shower before I suit, and then I'll do 2 braids back like this, then twist them and come back and pin so they're right against my head. So 2 braids back like this, swip them in the back, and then bring them back up like that. But I'm so lazy to do that right now, so I'm just gonna tuck the hair in the back of her suit, but not against my skin. Zip all the way up, and you'll know your suit fits good because normally you can lift your arms above your head. Piper is a little loose, but honestly I prefer her to be a little bit loose than too tight. I know what having too tight suit is, and having a suit that's a little bit baggy and stuff is way better than having it stick to you, because before I couldn't even lift up my arms to put on Piper's head. But now I can do that, and it's very comfortable. So, after I'm done with her body, so arms on, legs on, everything zipped up, feet, tail, I move on to her head. So I'll push her flat. Normally I don't have to unzip it the whole way, but push her flowers out. Usually I can just zip it about there, but for example, I'm gonna zip it all the way up. And I think this is universal for all Lemonbrat heads, so hopefully this will be the most helpful. So I'll grab the strap, and you can just hold it by the strap, but I would still support the forehead. Pull the strap. Accidentally pulled my balaclava a little bit too low. So normally what you can pull your balaclava lower than you normally would, because when you put the head on, it's gonna toy ball claw it back, so I'll normally pull it down like crazy. Grab it by the strap again. I forgot how much like visibility I don't have. And she's on. Sorry if I'm really muffled, but this. But Lemonbrats have really static jaws, so it's a lot easier and a little bit more clear than foam jaws, because Lemonbrat uses expanding foam, which is really firm. That's why her face doesn't really cave. Oh! Whew. Normally I can only put on one correctly. Normally you're supposed to tuck the paw pads underneath her sleeves, or the sleeves for most fursuits, but her fingers are so thick that I can usually do it on one hand, and I have to have somebody else hold me. In the way, I know it's on the right hand because her thumb is a little bit lower than her pinky. Oh, and on the inside, my hands are like this, so that's a little bit easier. Not this. I know. Yeah, some people go like this. I go like this. Correction. I do these two fingers together, pinky by itself, pointer by itself. And she's on. Oh, and she's on by help. And then if I want to puff on, I can either do that now or have somebody else come lash it for me, or I could take off my head and paws, put the neck on. I'll show how to do that. So if I'm going like super basic Piper, these are all of her little simple things. To her paws, head, blah, blah. But if I want to put on her puff, or if I want to put on her collar, for example, I'll take off her head, so I'll chop some paws. And then grab under her chin. Yeah. She's off, and then I'll grab her neck. This part is super tricky, that's why I usually don't do it. There's no real upside down, it's just the thicker part goes in the front. The front of her goes in the back, and then there's like a little dip in the shoulders where there's a little dip in the neck where these shoulders go. But another reason I don't wear this is because then it covers up her heart, which is kind of a key part of her character. So I'll put that on, grab her head, again, grab the strap and put it on like I normally would, but then her neck is sitting on top. So I'll zip it up as far as I can. Sometimes I just won't even zip it up fully, and then just pull the neck. Okay. Ooh. Then her neck puffs on. Oh, got an itch. Make sure if you ever do like commissioning for one of the flat hat bands, which I am open for commissions, you pull it down in the back, then push it up to the ears, or else it will droop in front of your eyes. Oh, I can't see. This is his hand. So I normally will hold the paw pads up this way. You can see this thumb, like it's this way. This thumb is a little bit lower. Now it's a little bit higher, so I know that that's the one that goes on this hand. I'm not going to tuck it in for time's sake, but I'm there. Oh my god, my sweltering, and it's so cold in here. Oh, and she's all done. Oh. Yeah, here she is, in her full Piper fluffy glory. Oh, it's been so long. But thank you for watching. I hope to have more stuff up soon with a better microphone. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye!